Hello and welcome to Roll to One, the channel where we host Dungeons and Dragons games, VR, regular video games, and all things in between. I'm Jaden Arnold, the Dungeon Master for tonight's 5th edition game. We're going to be running the Ravenloft setting, classic Curse of Strahd, except I'm going to put my own little personal twist on it, and we call that the Crow's Curtain Call. I would like to, once again, this is the second time you're seeing us, introduce our players for today. So we're going to start with Andy. Who are you? Tell me your name.
Oh, I'm Andy.
And who are you playing?
Oh yeah, playing Shiv.
Shiv.
The lizard folk shaman. Not really shaman. Cleric.
Okay.
He's a little shaman.
He's a
He's
shaman.
got bone stuff.
He got the bones.
involved.
He eats people.
He's like the KFC
people.
commercials. He eats the bones.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Blur the lights a little.
And who are you?
I'm Joey. I play Thomas Rogers, the human bard.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
And who are you?
I'm Zane. I play Duncan Gilchrist, the barbarian monster hunter.
Respect. And
Cool.
what race is your character?
He is human.
He is human. We have two humans.
Human.
The human.
Human.
The humans. And then Andy.
Not to be confused with Hugh Man,
Hugh Jackman?
which is a different
Yes.
huge jacked
Huge
man.
jacked man. Anyway, without further ado, thank you. And thank you for watching. That's what I meant to say. And welcome to Crow's Curtain Call. After dreaming of an old crone in a tent who asked him to find her, Duncan, the human monster hunter, awoke and paid the dream no mind. He then met up with Shiv, the lizard folk shaman of Bright Nidra. The two of them went looking for work and found contracts for werewolf pelts, and also discovered a competent bard named Thomas. He is looking for someone named Maestro Lucian in the Barovian Valley. Needing supplies, Thomas went to get a carriage, while Shiv and Duncan went to the Feathered Bottle, an alchemy shop owned by Frizz Cuckoo, the Eric Cochran alchemist. After buying some potions, a werewolf attack ensued and was quickly mopped up by the three of them. Retrieving one pelt, Duncan bid Frizz farewell, but Frizz promised to meet up with them in Barovia once he finished his business in Daggerford. Frizz disclosed that he is looking for these unnamed crystals that would help him in his scientific pursuits. While Frizz began to clean, Shiv and Duncan reconvened with Thomas the following evening, and the three of them headed out into the misty woods. After about 2.5 hours, an encounter with a dense fog, they found themselves in a different season. This wintry land leads them to a tremendous and foreboding gate. In front of the gate were two tribal barbaric denizens admiring the architecture. One was a woman with a large staff, the other a warrior with an unattached jawbone. Here, they threatened you for a ride in your carriage. A brief moment of attempted magical influence and the overall tense situation ultimately diffused them. However, they promised to see you again. The party rode through the gate and landed at a fork in the road. Taking the northern path, they arrived at the village of Kresk and spoke to the burgomaster of the town, Dmitry Kreskov, who said they could not enter the town until they did something in return for him. So right now you find yourselves in front of this gate. In basically this wintry landscape. The individual that you see before you is on horseback. You guys are on your wagon. The portcullis is up, and you are in front of this thing. I will pull up a map so that you can get a better understanding of where you are located. I will do this. It is in here. So, but anyway, I will describe Mr. Kreskov is a bald black man who has a very large white beard that kind of goes to his mid chest region, and he's wearing like a purplish cloak on right now. So it is nighttime, which I will do the lights for. But anyway, so you guys are talking to him. He just basically said, you need to do something for me. And you guys, I'll assume that you said, we need to think about this. Maybe we don't want to do something for him. And you guys all kind of like pull away. As he begins to like look at the guard, you guys are all in conversation with one another.
Well, you guys are.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should park the cart and go inside and have a conversation with Shiv.
I don't see we have any other options at this point.
So I mean, I guess we get off of the main section and we walk over to we get in open. All right, Shiv, we met the guy in charge. And he needs something from us to be able to be let into the town. I mean, I'm down to do something. Do you want to
Let's
you
see.
down?
Let's hear the man out.
Yeah.
Shiv continues staring.
Right, it's settled.
All right. Yeah, I guess we get back out. We get back on the cart. It's like we pull over, have a conversation. Relatively, he probably heard all of it. We gallop back over. Yeah. I don't remember his name. Kreskov?
Yeah.
Yes, Burgomaster Kreskov.
Burgomaster is the word I couldn't remember. Mr.
Here,
Burgomaster.
let me see if I can pull this up. We'll flip this for you. So there he is right here.
Oh, cool. Burgomaster Kreskov.
Yes.
What can we do for you?
Well, you see, we Barovians, people of Barovia, which is where you are, we are needing of wine. We are much in need of this because of how dreary this world is. It is a terrible place to live. So, I would be willing to allow you entry into our town, should you prove useful. While I don't believe I can trust you, as tradition would lend itself, you could prove yourself to us. So, if you go down to this Wizard of Wines, it is a place, this vineyard, that has been 2 weeks late on its past shipment to us. We are in need of wine. So, should you bring a wagon full, you have yourselves a wagon, but we request 6 barrels. 6 barrels of wine. We do not care the type, we just need wine.
I can appreciate your predicament, sir.
It's not out of my purview to give you a map. Alan, and this guy walks up and he like hands him a map and he like is on horseback, and he unfurls.
What does Alan look like?
A map. And I'm gonna hand this to you guys.
Map. Thomas takes it.
There you go.
Joey loves maps. Okay.
Yep.
And I will pull it up for the people at home.
The map. Sorry.
You are in Barovia, but you find yourself at the outskirts of Kresk.
I see.
Hey, look, a map and a map and a map. There's maps
And
everywhere, Joey.
what are we looking for?
The Wizard of Wines winery.
The Wizard
I
of
think it's
Wines.
W.
How do you know that?
Just a guess.
Oh, that's actually really a good guess. Oh, it's right there on the map. See, guys?
What does Alan look like? Alan is wearing a purple outfit with a like a cape, and like kind of the big shoulder. They all have like kind of the big shoulder like poofs, and their outfits are very Renaissance-esque.
Which color tights? Green or blue?
He's got pinstriped white and black.
Nice. Yeah, I think we can do that. And you said 6 barrels?
Preferably 6, but a wagon full will do.
Well, we will be back. When would you like them? As soon as possible?
Should you want entry, you will determine when.
That's a good point, sir. Well, I suppose we'll be on our way.
Sucker.
Hey, let's go get some wine.
All right, and Thomas will fold the map up. Hopefully correctly.
The other way.
Yep, not that way.
Yes, the other way.
So I said hopefully correctly.
Didn't roll that dexterity
That's
check.
like the super laminated one.
I don't know how to fold it.
Okay, so just fold
Please help me, Andy.
That one goes there.
Oh. Got it.
There you go.
Woo!
So the collective geniuses who learned to fold a map.
I like to think that Thomas was like fumbling with the map for a good 2 minutes.
Yeah,
oh,
for
for
sure.
sure. And
For
then
sure.
Shiv is just like and closes it up.
And Thomas is like, well, thank you. Puts it like in his bag, and then starts
More
to
like,
go.
more
in
like
the
Duncan
horses.
just like grabs it and shoves it in the
He just shakes his head.
And then Thomas will guide the horses
Okay.
to the south.
to the south.
So you guys are on your wagon. You could like
Or maybe it's
pull away to the side. And you you guys have a map. You know where you're going.
Right.
I'm not doing this.
Oh,
hand me that map.
I mean, I guess I hand the map back to
Like,
Shiv.
where are you going?
Inside. I guess we will go east and then south around the curve over the bridge, right?
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yes,
That's the wrong
yes.
picture.
Yes.
So yeah, east, and then when we reach the bridge,
Here, I'll do
we
it
will
this
go
way.
south and then back west. Nope. and then back west.
You're going down towards R.
And we will head towards R, and then over the bridge. We will turn. I guess it's right after the bridge.
After
back
the
west.
bridge, over, down. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you guys all have been traveling for 3 hours and have just, or 2.5 hours, and have just been arrived at Kresk. And so after like pulling away, you look up at the moon, and it doesn't take a survival check to determine that it is the middle of the night. You've reached midnight.
And a full moon.
Indeed, actually, yes, a full moon tonight.
Great.
And so
What could go wrong?
exactly, what could go wrong?
Everything.
So as you travel,
Hopefully.
I'm gonna make a random encounter roll.
Ooh, you don't want me to? Or us to?
Oh, actually, that's kind of fun.
Your traveling music?
That's kind of fun. Go ahead and
Sing
roll
a song,
a
yes, a travel
D12 plus a
song.
D8 at the same time.
You want to go first?
I'll go first.
Sing a song, yes, a travel song.
Got an
when
8
you
and an
gotta
11.
Go somewhere.
8 and an 11.
So 19.
Wow.
19. Okay.
Or an 8 and 11.
Or an 8 and 11. Oh, yeah. I was
Could
like,
be. I don't know.
Is that what we said? Could be.
All right. So you guys are traveling on, and let me do this. I'm just figuring it out still. It's the
I'm rolling so good.
It's the wagon.
I'm gonna
Where's
do
the
it.
wagon? Christmas Strahd.
Wasting them.
Wagon.
Our amazing horses gonna come back. Are such tamed horses that. No, nobody. Okay.
I have it. Here we go.
Ah,
That sounds foreboding.
Cool.
does.
All right, so you guys are traveling in the woods, and you are surrounded on both sides by these spindly trees.
Fight the trees.
Now I need perception checks from all of you.
Should I roll disadvantage being inside the carriage?
Yes,
Gotcha.
that's fair.
Oh boy.
9 either way. So that's plus
Do I have advantage? Nope.
14 for Shiv inside
7.
the carriage.
7.
4.
So, you two, you two are so distracted that I need a conversation between the two of you.
I mean, it's east, right? We're traveling east.
I would traveling east.
Are you sure?
Is this the
'Cause-
first time you've ever been to this country, lad?
Yes. Yeah. Are you kidding? You think I'd come here willingly? I'm gonna get. I have
You
this
seem to-
audition, Duncan. This audition is so awesome that I was like, it's worth going a place that people die all the time.
Aye, I guess there's a lot of coin in those kind of places.
Yeah. I mean, and it's, dude, you should hear some of the music, bro. It's like
Aye.
really. I'm like driving.
Yeah, sing
All
us
right,
a
so
tune.
Shiv, you see out the window. You see out the window there is this like glowing orb, just like floating nearby. This glowing, floating orb. It's got like a little whitish tint to it. It's out your side of the window.
Knowledge arcane? Or is that
Go
nature?
ahead and make an Arcana check. That's good.
Do you point it out?
I gotta
to
roll
us?
some. No, first I
He's
gotta
like,
determine.
no.
First, gotta determine what the glowing orb is
That's a good point.
before alerting people to the glowing orb.
Oh, that's
9.
the orb.
9?
Wow, we're good.
No, y'all are dumb. 9. All right, so yeah, you have
That's
no
not where
idea what it
Shiv's
is,
skills
but it
lie.
is
Babes in the woods.
it is currently not. It's not visibly hostile to you.
Do you say anything to us? No,
Well, it's not visibly hostile.
I guess not. Okay.
Maybe he's assuming since we're outside we would have noticed.
Yeah, he for sure thinks that we saw it.
Oh, absolutely.
I love
Like,
that.
it's so it's glowing.
Like you should hear the strings, and it's got a harpsichord part that like slaps.
Oh,
It
yeah.
like
they
slaps.
would see
slaps Duncan.
it. They obviously
Duncan,
see
bro.
it. It's
Oh my
glowing.
god, I'm rolling so bad for no reason.
Yes, good. It helps me a lot. Okay, so it's just there, just floating.
As we
now you
continue.
see it as it
Oh, sure.
It's been long enough.
Can I make
as
an
it is
Arcana
now
check?
literally between the both of you as it floats up in front of you, and you're like, dude, that slaps, and Duncan's like, no, it probably doesn't slap, and then you like look in the middle and there's this glowing orb in front of you.
Can I make an Arcana check?
I hope it explodes.
You certainly can.
I certainly can.
Certainly.
So want it to explode.
4.
4.
I rolled a 3.
Oh no. Oh no, this is great. Okay, so
Can I get my axe out?
can you get your axe out? I mean, yeah, you can get your axe
I'm
out. The
just-
horses must stop because you're driving the wagon.
I'm driving.
He's
the
Oh,
wagon.
you're driving the wagon?
I'm shotgun.
Yeah.
Why is this not? What is happening? Hold on. I hit-
Some Gregorian
Rolling
monks
for
start
knowledge of
walking by.
thing.
All right. So
I'm
yeah,
not rolling this time.
what's your Arcana? What'd you get?
4.
4. Great. Yeah, you have no idea.
Worse than me.
Shiv has a better idea what it is than you.
And Shiv has no idea.
And
It's a
then
glowing orb.
Duncan, you are also allowed to make a survival check.
Oh, could I have done that?
No, because he has the expertise for a monster hunter.
Okay, cool. Because I've got way better survival.
Could be wispy.
Ooh, we're starting off hot, folks.
With advantage?
With it. No,
No?
I don't think we
No.
get advantage in this situation.
No, you guys
No.
didn't see it.
No.
And that's plus what?
It's
Shiv is
wisdom,
not
but it
helping
doesn't
you.
really matter.
It doesn't. I got like a natural one.
Natural one. Great. Yeah. I mean, it,
Oh,
doesn't
man.
it does matter here. Okay. All right. Hold on.
What's your armor class?
Just not prepared for that. All right, so, all right, here we go. I'm gonna roll evens or odds. Duncan odds or and Thomas even. Here we go. That is a
Let's find out what
11,
happens.
so it's an
Praise
odd.
God.
And now I'm gonna roll some damage. Okay.
Oh, just straight up damage?
Just wait. Just let me let this happen. So there's this floating orb, and it just starts to go as like lightning kind of begins to bounce off of it. And Duncan, you could just get hit with this like this lightning like area that just hits you square between the eyes, and you take 9 lightning damage
Oh my
Jeez.
immediately to your face.
Do I see that happen?
Yeah, it's right in front of you.
Yeah, it's literally
I will-
right there.
Make the horses run. And
Wait.
That's just the sound for Will-O-Wisp encounter.
Would it have then gone backwards comparatively to the cart, which would now be inside the cart?
No, it's like, it's, man, that's a lot of sound. I liked the other one better. I'm gonna find that one.
Or is it just maintaining position relative to cart no matter what cart
It is
does?
just like moving with the cart, like it is like moving, floating in that middle space.
I'm
You guys gonna do anything? The initiative has not happened.
I'm gonna
I mean,
I'm gonna point my ring at it,
Okay.
and say the second command word of my ring, which I don't know what the command word is.
That's amazing. That's very helpful.
It just says the second command word.
Okay.
And so it needs to make a
Squirrel.
Constitution saving throw.
While you do that, hold your fist up in the air, like vertically. You ready?
Also, we,
I thought that would be cool.
we also need to come up with a word.
Yeah, what's the word?
So again, this one will be
It can be in tandem with your backstory vibes.
Don't say bird.
yeah. Hold on, I gotta look. Hold on. I know what you're thinking. It will be let's make it Lyra.
Lyra. Cool. So you say Lyra, and then a burst of light comes out of it? Yes?
It needs and with this one,
Okay.
a brilliant beam of light at one creature. Make a Constitution saving throw.
I sure will.
I hope it's not where we'll be blinded because I didn't see the eyes in this
I'm
thing.
going to say 20.
Okay, it succeeds.
Cool.
That's all.
And Thomas does a 19 hit
Yeah.
You take 7 points of lightning damage
Great.
right in the forehead.
Ow. Okay. Time to go. Time to go.
And then you look at this thing and it goes, and it's invisible, gone, or teleported. You're not sure.
Shiv, I'll stop the cart, and I'll run inside.
Uh,
Shiv, go.
I cast See Invisibility.
You do?
Yeah.
All right. You see it. It's right there. It's sitting by Thomas.
I'm going to whack it.
Okay.
Are we in combat? Like, no.
No, this is a silly little combat. It's like I'm not rolling initiative for a will-o-wisp.
Thomas runs. Thomas stops the cart and runs.
Just runs. Oh, where are you? 16 with Evening Star.
Okay. 16 definitely hits.
Probably more of a poke.
No, 16 does not. I'm sorry. 16. It just goes, and it moves right out of your way.
Duncan.
Well, it's a free action. Shiv is going to say it's right there.
Duncan.
Okay.
Duncan regains his footing,
Yes.
and then
As I run, you got it, Duncan. You have Bardic Inspiration. Oh, have you used your other one from when I gave it to you?
my what?
Bardic Inspiration.
No.
Okay.
So he still has that.
Yeah, I did do that then.
Okay.
Beat it in the face.
So you go towards this space that Shiv is like right there.
Yeah. And I rage because I'm pissed that I got
Yeah,
ambushed.
makes sense.
And so I just I ask you where,
There.
He points to the exact spot.
and I just like blindly swing.
All right, make it roll. I mean, not blindly. You're
I mean,
technically blindly.
I just swing
Roll.
right at
Go ahead
the
and
space.
go ahead and swing at it with disadvantage.
Okay.
You can reckless and make it a straight roll. Oh, I guess he did. Oh.
Got an 8. Wait.
Oh,
Plus
all your numbers.
plus 4.
Still not going to be very good.
So
No, it should be 8 plus
It's like 7, I think.
4 plus 2.
Plus the raging.
So plus...
No, wait.
No, that
That's
is
damage.
So it's plus 6.
okay. So 14.
14.
You can add your Bardic Inspiration.
You can.
You just roll a d6 and add it to that 14.
Oh, you definitely should.
All right. 6.
6.
That's a 20.
So that's total. That hits it.
Yes!
Roll damage.
Natural 20.
D12.
D12. Sorry, folks. 10.
Oh, plus your
Oh, wait a minute.
plus your strength plus your rage, which I think is 2.
So 4.
So plus 6.
And
Right.
proficiency.
You don't get
No,
proficiency
you're right,
damage.
right. You're right. You don't.
So plus 6.
Yeah.
So 16.
I made you roll damage because I wanted you to keep learning the game. It does nothing to the will-o-wisp,
Great. Excellent.
Even though it's silvered?
even though it's silvered.
Because
Lord.
it's energy.
And it goes as you hit it. That's it.
Well, that sucked.
And then it goes. It's still there.
I just look over and go, you got any ideas?
I'll heal myself.
If it's back to me, I'm
We're not in initiative. This is
Okay.
not a. This
I'm
is
healing
not like a.
I'm healing myself.
I'll
Let's do
Sacred
it.
Flame that thing.
Okay.
Must succeed on
back away.
Dexterity saving throw.
I would love to try.
Of
I heal myself.
13.
I beat that on the die.
Darn.
Are those my... Is that
Just
my-
like you see this like bolt of like energy come out of Shiv, just like, "Ah," and then just like nothing. You don't see anything, but he does. He
I'm
sees it move
inside.
out of the way.
Oh, I can't see it.
Nope. You have to be able to target it. And then Shiv,
Get it!
you see it like leaving, going in the direction that you're headed.
Well,
Guiding bolted.
got him.
It's a great... Do you have that spell prepared? No?
Yes.
Okay, good. Guiding bolted!
It's going towards the bridge.
Sure, I'll guiding bolt it. Why not? Why the heck not? Ranged spell attack. That's not bad. 18.
18 does not hit.
What's its armor class?
Small.
It just misses.
What? Okay, well.
Missed.
Just like nothing. Just dodges it.
It got away.
I believe that was a will-o-wisp.
Didn't look tasty anyway.
No, Shiv.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
stay
think
in the
it did.
cart. Tom, you guys can drive.
Hiding in the cart
Yeah.
now.
It's probably not a bad idea, Thomas.
Just you hear. He's not here now.
Shiv gets up on the front.
Shiv, get up here.
So this alligator man, mind you. I don't know. Have we've been showing the pictures? I'm sure, right? So like he's terrifying. I mean, and so he just sits up there next to the monster hunter.
What are you talking about? He's wearing clothes.
You are.
He's all dressed up. That doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not scary
Yeah.
anymore.
Okay. Sure. Anyway, you guys go past R. Okay.
Yeah, we continue onward, but very.
Turn right after the bridge.
Alert.
Always yells from inside.
All right. No more glowing lights.
Oh my gosh, I need to get my silly book out because I'm silly.
Duncan,
Yeah,
do you want to be healed?
yeah, I'd appreciate that, Thomas.
Okay. I'll cure wounds. Duncan.
All right. He.
Do you want
8
to be
points of healing.
Cure wounds, you said?
Was that the
Cure
sound
wounds.
of cure wounds? There it is.
All right. I'm pulling up the
I
map
did like the
again.
hideous laughter for the cure wounds. That was, I like that.
Oh yeah, there's the will-o-wisp. All right, so you now see it's moved several hundred yards away.
It's still there.
Is it still,
Still
in like
invisible?
the path that we're trying to go?
We are going in the same path.
It flutters as it moves away from you, but you never lose sight of it.
But it's in the direction that we're still going.
And we are very aware of it.
It's right there.
Several hundred, though.
Does Duncan gets out his monster index?
You have a monster index?
I do. And can I make a wisdom check to see if he knows how to kill a will-o-wisp?
Go ahead and make a survival check with
Survival.
advantage now,
Okay.
Because you're reading.
Oh yeah.
because he's reading it.
Remember that, kids. Reading gives advantage.
That's funny.
Does that count?
Nope. I wouldn't roll.
Okay.
Oh, plus,
There we go.
Plus the number that's filled in with survival.
Plus 4. So 21.
Back on track.
21. Okay. Oh, so yes, Duncan, you have in your time you have come across will-o-wisp because you're very familiar with the undead. A will-o-wisp is essentially they're intended to look like lantern lights, similar to like an anglerfish. They're intended to lead you towards your death. So they get your attention and then they pull you towards something worse. Their intent is like to have you be consumed by fear, as they like you never quite understand what a will-o-wisp is doing. They're more so like a really tiny aspect of a soul that never quite made it home. That's kind of what it is.
And they just kind of lead us to.
They lead you to your
third party death.
They lead you to something more foreboding. So to follow it would be a death sentence,
And we're
Excellent.
following it.
and you're heading in that direction.
That's where the wine is.
Yep.
Lads,
Thomas will play us on.
I think we need to find an alternate route. Thomas, stop being afraid. Play a silly song or something to get your mind off this.
What other routes are there?
Thomas will play the Hero
And-
Song,
Can we get the map out?
which is a silly song with Larry.
Yeah.
Silly song
Silly
with
song
Larry. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Where is
So
my
are we about
hero
now where the
Oh,
solid
well.
line meets the dotted line?
Yeah, you're basically at the bridge right now. So
Okay, we're at
basically,
the bridge.
yeah. So you see a weather-worn signpost next to the road. The three arms of the signpost along three branches of the road. The arms point north, reading Kresk, which you just came from. Through the woods, you can see an arching stone bridge spanning a. Oh no, you just crossed that bridge. Whatever.
Okay.
Arm pointing east reads Valaki, and the road slopes up gradually in that direction. The arm pointing southwest reads the Wizard of Wines. The road slopes gently downward in that direction.
And where's the will-o-wisp when we're at this crossroads?
It is now making its way towards the southwest.
Of course it is.
Don't do that.
I mean, hey,
It's your character.
it's
but
in my head.
I know.
Wait, so this is where it's going?
Yeah, it's
Going southwest from there.
It's going. No, it's good. It's
You know
going
the way we wanna
that
go?
We need to go. It's doing that, and that's what we need to do.
Yeah, you guys are moving down this direction towards
Yeah.
W.
Use my hairbrush. Oh, it's fun.
And I didn't find out how to. Well, no, it doesn't matter.
I mean, how do you want like its weaknesses? Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because that's not the real threat. Right?
yeah, I mean, it's immune to a lot of stuff. It's an undead creature,
Yeah.
you know, and also you need to hit it with magic
Yeah.
or a magical weapon of some kind. They're ethereal or ephemeral, which is basically meaning like they're like they can't touch stuff.
So Shiv's magic would be useful against it.
Oh, I mean, he's the killer. He kills undead. Like that's what a cleric does.
Cool. All right. So then, I don't really see an alternate route. I don't like where this thing's leading us, though. It's usually a bad omen.
What are the ways to go, are there?
Well, we could go through the woods or up the shoreline, but it seems like equally a death sentence.
I don't like the sound of that death sentence.
You know, Shiv, me neither. But here we are.
Will it stop over something and we can just not go there?
I reckon if we keep a close eye on it, it's probably our best bet. But unless we want, I mean, how badly do you want to get into that town? Is there another town you can play opera at?
Well, there was that Valaki place. It's on the signpost.
You think they have wine there?
I mean, are you talking loud enough that I can hear you inside? Do I have
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
little-
this is a conversation
Window open.
There's
between the
nothing
three of
else
us.
going on, so...
You know, I'm sure they do have wine. My only worry is they asked for wine from the Wizard of Wine. So whatever they said.
Yeah.
Great.
And so, if we ever go back, I feel like we should take wine that's of the place that they want.
He did say whenever we wanted to stay there.
That is a good point. Do we want to travel through the night? Will we?
We already are.
That's a good point.
You know what?
You see passive perception of Shiv. Shiv, you notice as you're looking, like you hear like a few like ravens land perching in the trees and like making special attention to look in your direction, and then you look up at them and they go and they pull their heads away. They're like, we're not looking at you. But you're like the only one that would notice that.
Well, either case, I don't think it's safe to stay in one place at night in this area. We should keep moving.
Go to Valaki.
I guess we'll try our luck with the wizard at Valaki.
Wait,
Okay.
you just assume there's a wizard everywhere?
He said they get the from
Is
the
that the
wizard
way
of
it
Wine.
works with you
Wizard of
people?
Wine is not at Valaki.
I'm so confused. I'm sorry.
Okay, I got you. So basically to the east,
that's
to the
fantastic.
east is you're at this like this
R.
this T junction. To the east is Valaki. To the southwest is to the Wizard of Wine's winery,
Okay.
which is the
That's the one they want.
They want you to grab 6 barrels of wine from the Wizards of Wine winery.
Could we like go and like snag barrels and then run?
I mean, you can just scope the place out. Like you're on your own timeline.
You know what?
Yep.
I think Duncan and Shiv aren't really. They're not really too scared. They're not scared that easily.
No,
so
you're-
maybe
no.
I think they think. Would you say we think we could probably handle whatever's ahead?
I can help as much
Ship's
as I
kinda
can.
fine either way.
All right. Well,
I can drive again. I feel better. I could drive with Shiv.
all right. I guess we move back out and just really alert now.
Yeah. Go ahead and make So I want somebody to lead the perception check.
Which way are we going?
Over the
He's
lighter
gonna
ship.
perception check.
And as you do that,
So we're going southwest?
Think so?
Okay.
so somebody lead that.
Towards
Is that? Can I give him the help action?
Certainly.
You have advantage.
I
Praise the
need
Lord.
Worse. 10.
God. Can you roll individually, Duncan? Can he, Dungeon Master?
Can he roll on the what?
Oh, can he roll a perception check individually?
No.
Oh, just him?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I'm because there's only
He's
3
rolling
of
for the
you. I'm
party.
only letting one of you roll perception.
Okay, so you
Like
take
one
the
of you's
higher number,
leading
though,
the
which is
perception.
good, but you know, great.
I would say it
Even
makes
better.
sense if Duncan and Shiv.
Because
are kind of-
somebody's driving the
yeah,
horse, the other
sitting
person is
out.
kind of like minding the wagon,
You're
and then one
driving the
person
horse,
is looking.
obviously,
I
because
think I'm driving the horse. And
animal handling.
And I gave him the. So what did you roll on your perception?
10.
What'd you roll? 10?
10.
10's enough. 10's enough to see.
Praise the Lord.
You see, as you're. Oh, I didn't do that. Interesting. It's kind of fun. So, yeah, I wonder why that crashed. Anyway, you look down on the side of the road, Shiv.
Mm-hmm.
You see a bundle, a leather-wrapped bundle hidden in the underbrush. Like, basically, like you see a hollow log. Just on the outside of that, there's like something stuffed in it.
But it was enough to grab attention.
Like you saw like the reflection of like a buckle of some kind.
All right. Shiv's going to hold his hand out. Motion, stop.
Stop the horses.
Point down to there where they saw the bundle.
Mm-hmm.
Something's down there.
Give
And
us
then
some lights to
also-
look.
Well, first off, let's pay attention to where the will-o-wisp is.
Continues up the road.
Okay, so it's not where the bundle is.
No,
right?
it's like it's several. It's like a football field away.
So we're guessing it's not. Has to do with it. All right. Shiv's going to jump down and take a look.
I'll send my lights to come. Dancing lights.
Unnecessary.
You have dark vision.
I
Never
do.
mind.
So yeah, you get up
But you
close to
still
it.
can because you don't know that.
You get up close to it. Are you trying to be like stealthy, or are you just trying to like get up?
Well, there are lights on me now, because
No, I
I
didn't
don't
do
believe
it.
it's.
I
I don't
didn't
believe
do
it's
it.
ever been broached that Shiv has dark vision.
That's a good point. I would have done. I would have
Sure.
given you lights.
Yeah.
Don't
So
think
you
that
give-
subject
you
has
give him
ever
some
come
light.
to light.
You see in the light there is one like set of clothing, like there's a shirt, a jacket, some pants, and a belt wrapping them all over a pair of boots.
Shiv takes it.
So yeah, you can say that you have common clothes. One set of common clothes.
What'd
Got
you
it.
find, Shiv?
Set of common clothes.
They have a drab Barovian style to them. And when I mean like Barovian, I mean like very like simple Slav.
Simple Simon. Simple Slav.
Why
Like-
would these be out here?
Maybe someone forgot to put
They looked placed
someone
there.
isn't
Like they
coming
looked
back.
folded, wrapped, placed on the shoes. Like somebody put them there.
Yeah. Duncan, you say maybe someone put them there. Shiv
So
will say.
maybe someone left them out there to dry or something. I don't know.
I've got
Maybe
a
someone
bad
isn't coming
feeling
back.
about why they're out there.
Well,
I have a question for you, Shiv. When you use your moon spell that I heard about, no, I didn't. Never mind.
You haven't heard about
we might
that
have
yet.
Have you guys fought werewolves before?
We might have talked about
yes.
Yeah, you fought werewolves before for sure.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Um.
Actually, at that town.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, do they ever turn back to human, or you kill them and they're wolves and they stay wolves?
We can do both.
They stay wolves. I mean, we can turn them and then kill them, or
When
kill
they
them as
when,
wolves.
well, have you turned them before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens when you turn them?
Well, they are on fire.
Do they have clothes on?
I don't think you did.
I'd say those generally rip off when they turn.
Or
They take them off.
and
I see your point. Well,
I didn't really notice between bites.
no. Perhaps this is a werewolf who is expecting to turn.
oh lord,
That was
I mean,
that was so cool. Oh my gosh.
it is a
Oh my
it is
gosh. Andy. I know. I said I'm not giving inspiration out for jokes,
that was good.
but that was good. You got inspiration.
Yeah.
That was really
That
good.
was so good. Oh my lord. Thomas is stunned. Well, it's a full moon. You found placed clothing. I'm staying in the cart.
Will-O-Wisp isn't there anymore
Still taking the clothes.
as you look head on.
Huh.
Him. It's invisible.
All right.
Wait, how long does the invisibility last?
That's a good
It's like
question.
a minute, 10 minutes, one of the two.
10, I think.
1 hour.
But now, so yeah, you
Oh!
still see it. You don't see it. It's gone.
Okay.
It's clearly like made itself move somewhere else. Like
We're
it's,
at like half an hour now.
yeah,
probably.
you're gonna be traveling. So each, just FYI, each hex on the Barovian map is a quarter mile, right? And each 3 miles is 3 miles is an hour.
So 12 hexes is an hour.
3 miles an hour?
It's 12 hexes is an hour. Yeah.
That's a
Okay, so
very
1 hex is 1
reasonable
hour.
pace.
What?
1 hex is 1 hour.
2 miles an hour.
1 hex is a
walking
quarter
speed.
mile. I don't know how to do it.
1 hex is a quarter
One
mile.
and a half times walking speed for a carrot. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, for a slow-moving cart.
Slow moving because we're paying attention.
Oh.
Yeah, you
what
guys.
am I-
If you guys want to move
don't wanna
fast,
rush
you can
through
get
this.
things attention. That's a way different pace.
Yeah. Which we're not.
Now I have
That's
to do
that's
this.
4 miles an hour,
We're
and
moving
that's
slowly through the night.
very
Yeah.
different.
We're very aware of how dangerous this forest is.
I need help again. Oh, wait. I got it. We're good. I did it. Sorry.
Nice, nailed it. So anyway, what's the verdict? What are you guys doing? You guys are riding in the direction of.
Continue on. Look for more clothes.
Yes, keep your eye out for more clothes. And
Yes.
maybe
Thomas will look for a werewolf.
Also look for naked people.
Yep.
Yes. Good observation.
Have you seen many naked people?
Well, the more clothes we find, the more naked people we may find.
Have you guys seen many naked people?
I've seen many naked people in my life. I don't know about you.
I meant in unordinary circumstances.
Oh, yes.
Interesting.
I don't know how to take that.
Take it exactly the way you think you should.
Okay, so
What are ordinary circumstances?
right, what is it? What is it? I mean, whenever I see a naked person, it's not in an ordinary circumstance,
Thomas, it's
or it's the mirror.
If
That's
you-
what you know.
if
The only
do
other
see
time.
them in an ordinary circumstance, that makes it unordinary.
Yes, because my profession is no. Okay, so you guys move in this direction, and you see in the distance, after about another half mile, the road becomes a muddy trail. That's the dotted. The road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits again. One branch heads west into the valley, and the other leads south into dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads Vineyard.
And we've gone beyond
Well-
Messy invisibility now.
Time to go west.
I think so.
All right.
Lead the way, gentlemen.
West it is. We start going west.
Okay. A light drizzle begins to fall. Not anything serious, but it is masking your footsteps now.
Foreboding.
I thought that was a sound effect.
Yeah, so did I.
What, his...
It's crinkling.
Handy.
Oh, yeah. It's very helpful. All right, now I get to go down to this. But anyway, so you guys looking out for werewolves, I heard.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking out for...
More glowing lights.
Werewolves, wisps,
Wizards.
wizards,
wizards.
Wine.
wine,
Wise.
all the W's.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, a light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail,
So
which
witches?
skirts north of a sprawling vineyard before bending south towards a stately building. The fog takes a ghostly form as it swirls between neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there, you see a rope handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning you.
What?
Long fingers pulling out in your direction, beckoning you.
I'm
Is
sorry.
that-
There's a man standing out there at
There is a
midnight?
man
I was
standing
about to say.
in the large swath of trees that is to the north. Is just standing
Away
there.
from the house.
Just like he's like
Just go to the house. Just go to the house. Ignore it. It's not there. We don't see it. Go to
I
the
love
house.
how Thomas
Get
is like
wine.
talking to himself here. He's just like, go to the house. Just go to the house. Just go to the
Go to
house.
the house.
I feel like we just dead eye him as we walk
You
right
see
past
like
him.
you see like a black cloak. Like you don't see a face. You just see the black cloak.
Nice. Is he still doing one of these actions?
Hmm. Long, spindly fingers. But
How far
he's
away?
hunched over on with a staff. I'll say.
Great. I don't
Let's just go to
think
the house. Let's go to the house.
I
Get
don't
wine
think
and
this is the tender of the vineyards beckoning us.
Let's go to the house. Let's get wine and then let's leave.
Let's go. Let's go to the house.
Go to the house. We take the wine and we get back in
So
the
we
car.
slowly, I guess, pass
Yeah,
The
I mean, can we pass him without
sinister
him?
looking
Yeah, I mean
man.
he's looking at you, but like you could pass him.
We assume
Yeah.
he's looking at us.
You do assume he's looking at you.
Because we can't see his face.
I would
Yeah,
I
I'd
would
we
say
just
you
ride
Wait,
past
Wait,
him.
can I see his face with dark vision?
no.
Hmm.
It's I mean I'm just it's sure.
I'd say we,
No,
Is
like
it, is it
no.
two different?
it's just far away, and also your dark vision's like 60 feet, or it's 120 feet.
300 actually.
Oh, it's 300. Shark me. You see his face. Let me show you his face. Let me just show you this guy. That's
Hey.
exactly what I will do, because if you have that kind of vision, then we will do that.
God, I love the lizard folk.
Jeez.
Oh, he backwards. Oh, he's not as scary as he looked.
Is he not though?
No, he's not.
Are we?
He's a wizard.
Oh, suddenly you've got some courage.
I can't see anything.
That's true. He does not.
You're like the ship begins to describe this man to you, and you're like, oh, he's fine. He's fine.
Fine, Thomas gets out. Hey! No, he doesn't.
What does Shiv say? He's like, he has a face, and you're like, oh,
He's a human? Oh.
well
So yeah, green for the people at home, green who are listening online, green cloak, white hair, white beard, like an older man who is hunched over. You
Face.
see he's got he's got a face. He's got a staff that he's leaning on, and he's barefooted and wearing like wrappings covered in like little coins that have been tied to the green cloak. Basically it's very druidic and dark, and he looks, relatively safe as
thought
far
those were
as
buttons.
Thomas is concerned.
Thomas is.
Why does that keep happening? I'm not doing that.
What do you want to call out to him?
Sorry.
Is that you?
It
Oh.
was.
See?
Working out the
Shiv's
the
gonna say to
kinks.
Thomas, "Do it. What do you want to call out to him?"
I can talk to him. Hey! What do you need?
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Sure. You head towards him, and he.
Saves the card, just yell.
Oh, he puts his large spindly finger that's like beckoning you towards his lips in a shut the heck up kind of look.
Will you guys go with me so I don't totally die?
You know, I reckon there's not going to be anyone else to greet us at the homestead at this hour. We might as well go.
Yeah, it's like
ask
the
old
middle
man.
of the night.
We might as well go ask the old man what's up.
Why the heck not?
Gets out of the car. Stops the horses. Hi.
My name.
I figured you guys might want to see this.
And is he right there?
He is way over here.
Oh,
Do you want to put minis on or?
Am I gonna put minis there yet? No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, not quite yet. You basically only see this, like you see the front of the thing, and then he's like off to the side.
And
Okay.
you can use your mouse for the camera to show where
They can
where
see that?
everything is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So then he's like over here. We'll say you guys are like kind of like coming up this way, and then he's like right
So
here.
I'll
Okay.
stop the car right before we get to the curve. And I'll walk through that little patch of green.
I
So
go with him.
You need a mini
Yeah, we
probably
go
just
with
to kind of feel that out. Here, I'll give you a mini. Bunch of minis. Here, choose your favorite.
We choose
Somebody
not to
grab
split
it.
the party. And go
Um,
with him.
There's a bunch of minis in there. Let's go nuts. All right. So, Thomas and who?
I think all three of
Yes.
us.
All three of you. Okay. You guys stop the cart. You hitch up the brake, and then you head in that direction. Okay. So as you get closer, you see this cloaked figure, who is an old and seemingly suspicious man. He you just get that off the bat, and he's like,
Thomas.
I think Sebulba should be the old man.
He should.
sure.
Andy, which one are you like to be?
One of them.
Maul? Who's this?
Minis are incoming.
I know. They're on the way.
For the viewers. TBD.
Maul,
I
I'll be
me reach, long hands, long arms. I don't have
don't
long
think
arms.
it's TBD.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's what you were
Yeah, he's got
saying.
the thingamajigger.
Right.
Eat-
Like,
yeah.
okay, yes.
Thomas
Yeah.
is
They're determined.
the
They're on
greatest
their
Star
way.
Wars character ever created.
Oh, that's a joke, right?
I don't know. Is
No,
it a joke?
he's dead serious.
I'm dead serious.
He's Darth Jar Jar.
Darth Binks. It's so funny.
Hi,
So yeah, so you walk up to this guy, and he's
Misa
like,
Thomas. Oh, come on. That was funny.
Here's shit.
"Hello,
We gotta get shit.
who are you?"
My name is Roger.
I mean, no one has any reason not to believe your name is Roger. I would not. There's no. Okay.
Well,
not
unless
either
you
line.
said it that way. Said, my name is
My name is Roger.
Roger.
Long
Misa
awkward
Roger.
pause.
Yeah, I mean, he's clearly suspicious too, so we're just gonna take that as a moment. there.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What are you doing here?"
Well, we need some wine. It's literally the only reason we're here.
Oh, wine.
Can't you give us some?
I might be able to.
Cool. What can we do to...
You see, my name is Davian Martikov. I am one of the owners of the Wizard of Wine's winery.
Are you a wizard?
Anyway, I am
Inside check.
sure.
I'm gonna find out. 18. No, yeah, 18.
18? I mean, he might be a wizard. Maybe. It's possible.
I don't believe you. Are you a wizard?
And he's like, yes, I'm wizard. I'm a wizard.
He's clearly a wizard.
Can you
I-
show me a spell?
I
Don't careful.
what kind of spell
Turn you into a newt.
do you want? What kind of spell?
Can you turn yourself into a different animal?
Different.
All right, sir. I think what my friend meant to
Duncan.
ask was that could you manifest some wine for us, and we'll pay you handsomely.
And he looks you square in the face and goes, "No."
Okay.
Who was he looking at?
Thomas.
Oh.
And anyway, he says, so you're going to need to get past all of the vine blights.
What?
And you look over, and he points out, he says, there, and there. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to put them all out there, but there's 100 plus of these things.
What is this?
Wine whites.
You're a wizard. Can you get rid of them all?
I am out here, trying not to die. But if you're sneaky types, maybe you could figure this problem out.
Why are you here again?
So you see... Oh my god, really? Open it. What the heck? It's fine. You know what? I'll just describe them. They are like plant-looking twig... Basically Groot,
What's your stealth?
but like... They're like not super big. They're like normal-sized.
Baby Groot. But
Like normal-sized
Teenage Groot.
people. Yeah, like teenage Groot, basically. And there's 100 plus of them. Like scattered around the building, like walking and like just guarding, and then they're also speaking to one another.
Go on.
They're just grunting.
Nah.
They're like,
Grunting or
All we
herding?
need to do is get past and get wine and come back.
well, you see, the wine is they're inside. Listen,
I
Wait, he said he was one of the owners.
Who's the other owner? That's a good point, Chef. Thank you.
the other owners. Can you make a persuasion check for me?
Me?
Yes, please.
Yes. Finally. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's gonna be like stupid.
28.
He says, "Children." And you see just coming out of the shadows 5 other people. Like just they walk up and they're all like cloaked.
Behind
Everybody's
him?
yeah. Everybody's wearing like these like black cloaks or these green cloaks, basically dark green, and they like walk up, and you see this like younger man that resembles Davian. Looks like he's probably his son. You see another man that's similar to the other two. Another son, it seems. A woman that resembles them with the like a dark black hair, and then a blonde, larger individual that's clearly not related to them.
So they're just younger, not just increasingly smaller like Russian nesting
No, not
dolls.
like Russian nesting dolls, except for the fact that behind the woman comes three other individuals, two young like brown-haired boys, and then a little like baby who's like holding the hand of like
That's adorable.
of like the other one, and she has like bright blonde hair with blue eyes.
What the hell happened here?
Okay.
Why are you guys in hiding into your own winery?
Didn't you see the things?
And
Yes, I know shit.
So the older one, the like the first son that I mentioned, he's like, my name is Adrian. I'm Adrian Martikov, and I am one of the owners of the Wizard of Wines winery. We're not wizards. We are just winemakers. He's slightly delusional. I'm sorry to say. I can tell you that there are at least 3 barrels in the loading dock, and plus another 3 and several wine bottles in the cellar. There is more wine still fermenting, but we're not too sure anymore.
Do you mind telling us how you got your white infestation problem going here?
These druidic people, some of them wearing these white fur cloaks. There's one that leads them. He is big, and he carries big axe.
What?
And he's got
Where is
this.
he?
He's got this jaw that hangs.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Yep. Shiv, are you sneaky?
Sometime.
You want to see if you can get past him? I have
No.
a trick. I have a trick.
Go on.
I'll tap him on the shoulder. I'll like kind of step back, tap him on the shoulder, say, "You got it," and we'll cast invisibility.
So yes, you are now quite invisible. Should you?
And I'll
want to
also
be?
give him a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
You got it.
Let's see. How long does that last?
An hour. Is it guess? Yeah,
All right. I forget how invisibility works with stealth.
advantage.
Yeah,
Just
you have
advantage?
advantage on it. Yeah.
Just gonna take a shot.
You also have bardic inspiration, so if it's so bad, you can add a d6.
Oh, same time.
Yeah, you have a bardic inspiration that lasts.
I want to point out though that there is no sound when he casts invisibility. Like he says some words, but like there's no magical sound.
He just
Just well, it's
10
more like he
minutes.
just fades from the visual spectrum.
cool.
Fine by Shiv.
You have 10 minutes to use the d6.
So what are you doing?
Heading that way.
You just snacking in?
Yep.
All right, cool. So I will do this fancy thing called open up the map. I will close this one.
Bye.
Oh, big sad. Mind you, I've got more.
You made a roll on the Groots.
You're gonna roll stealth to get around these blights.
Pretty good. You have advantage.
20 on the one.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, 20
20 total.
for stealth.
It's great.
You also have a
Um,
d6 if you want it to be massive.
Think that.
But you only have 10.
fine
You
for
only
the
have 10
Groots?
minutes, which is the only reason I say that to you.
Well, it only took like 30 seconds to get in. I'm just
Oh.
walking past him.
I mean, I don't know. It will not take long. You're right.
So he gets. This is the front
Maybe a
door
minute.
here. There's this little section here in the front, and then there is basically not like a balcony, but like a ground floor. Basically, like this is like all outdoor seating, basically under the roof.
Yep.
So
And he said there were 3 in the loading bay.
Which I'm
3
guessing is that
in
middle
the
section.
Back.
dude, I love that we can see the glowing rings, and that's kind of
And
fun.
then no, a bunch more in the cellar. At least, I think he said at least 3 more in the cellar.
I mean, the cellar.
So does he make it
and
all the
then
way to the house?
The wagon is what he's referencing here.
Can I make like a nature check on how smart these Groot things are?
A nature check on how smart,
Smart nature
these Groot things
survival?
are.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I have ever heard of them?
Well, it's not an Arcana check. It's a survival check from Duncan. Should he want to?
I'll check.
Sure.
With advantage.
No, because he's just glancing at them. He's still unaware of what they are. He has to like determine where to look for the.
So we don't know. I was trying to figure out if I could
like
just
11.
like take a cart And-
11.
invisibly, me being the only thing that's invisible.
You know there are
just take it
plants.
past them and they'd be like,
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
What
for your knowledge of creatures, you've determined they're
Might
plants.
not be a bad idea to just load up the cart as much as you can while you're
So
invisible there.
fire. You know,
Right.
good move. I like it.
fire and plants don't mix.
Yeah, in general.
But it is raining, so that's something.
Oh, you're right.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm right. I know. Sorry.
Sucks. All right, so I get to the, I guess, loading bay,
The loading dock. Okay.
and what is there?
What is there? The loading dock. They got it. Sorry, this is like a weird. I'm learning how to DM from this style. W2. Haha. Cool. Parked in the loading dock is a wagon with 3 barrels set in braces on the bed. A raised wooden walkway runs along the west, south, and east walls. Through a hole in the ceiling, you see a wooden arm of a loading crane with ropes and hooks dangling from it. It seems that the south door has been forced open. And it hangs ajar. But otherwise, you see that these 3 barrels. They are labeled, each of them, but you're not, man, unless you care. Yeah, 20 stealth. That's great.
Go look through
Is
the
wine
house.
flammable?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I feel like the alcohol in it, is it?
I mean, I would go look through the house more. Find
We kind of
somewhere.
need the
I
wine,
will.
though.
I mean, this is Shiv. He's by himself.
Yeah.
Unless somebody has a message or something.
Sends him,
Guys, think about
sends him a
it.
text message.
All right, continue in through the house. How many barrels do we think the cart can hold?
Oh, you could probably stack anywhere from. You could probably stack 6 more
All right.
if you wanted to put more in there.
In that case, continue into house. Stealthily.
All right. So he steps on the thing. He sees that the door is like there. It forces itself open. Cool, cool, cool. And that is. All right. It's a very interesting map that Wizards of the Coast has made. I don't like it. I'm just gonna be honest.
Will you move the screen, the house, toward us, so we can see the whole of it? Thank you.
Oh no, I went through the wall.
Makes sense. All right, so you see. So by the way, as you walk in, there is these huge vats that you see. Those 4 things, they're vats. They're holding. It looks like they're holding wine. But you also see above there's like a huge balcony that goes along the top. Basically, that whole room. There's like a balcony that wraps the entirety of it,
Sure.
and it leads above these vats, and so that you could potentially pour or
Yep.
do whatever you want within those. And then there's the stairway in the middle, obviously, that goes down even farther than just the middle. Like it goes down more.
Oh,
No, actually, I lied to you. Never mind.
no basement. Okay,
No,
so it
that's
goes up.
that's me misinterpreting this map.
Gotcha. So it goes up.
Yeah, it just goes up.
But
And
who do I see?
that's a grand old question.
That's a grand old question. You're a high-flying question.
The rich smell of fermenting wine fills this large 2-story chamber. But something's off. The wine smells off. It's dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks, each one 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. The wooden staircase in the center of the room climbs to a 10-foot-high wooden balcony that clings to the south wall, which has 4 windows set into at balcony level. Stacks against the wall underneath the balcony are old, empty barrels with the words Wizard of Wines burns into their side. The balcony climbs another 5 feet as it continues along the west and east walls, ending at doors leading to the winery upper level. This is upside down, so it's, the east and west is... No. I have this, rotated 180 degrees, which maybe I should do for you, but doesn't matter right now. Beneath the sloping roof stretch thick rafters upon which scores of ravens are gathered. They watch you with great interest.
The ravens again.
You also see in this room 24 twig blights
Oh,
By the way.
and 1 druid.
which druid?
The balcony creaks, drawing your eye to a wild-looking figure hunched over a westernmost cask, stirring the top. She wears a gown made of animal skins.
Was it
And a
that
he-
same lady?
And a headdress with goat horns. Her hair is long and unkempt and blonde. Suddenly you see something skittering across the floor. It looks like a tiny creature made of twigs. It moves from its hiding place under the stairs and disappears behind the easternmost cask.
You're invisible.
I
It's
am.
all you, Shiv.
Until you attack, you're invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Until
actually?
you make an action.
All right. Well, I see some more doors. Do I see the other 3?
That
barrels
attacks or
he was
casts a
talking
spell, not
Oh,
action.
it's not actions? That's okay, cool. Sweet, good to know.
about? Which means that I can carry things or such.
Do the things you carry become invisible, or do they
I
just
don't
float?
think so.
Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible. As
Or
long as
carrying?
yeah, but I believe that's when I,
I think
cast
that
the
was
spell.
when you cast it.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, let me read the spell.
A creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person.
That seems like the word is the word to be, implying it is always happening. So if when you carry something, it's invisible.
That means
All
when you
right.
pull the cart.
Exactly.
Interesting. I wouldn't say he's carrying the cart. I would say
a good
he's
point.
dragging
Yeah,
the
that's a good
cart.
Well, it depends on how.
He's carrying. If you could lift that
Shiv's been
thing-
pulling, you know?
But hey, that means you can just walk to the cellar, grab a barrel,
Shiv's
you're
just
carrying
benching
it.
the
I
whole
was
time.
actually thinking about doing that. It was in the cellar, was it?
Yeah, I mean, I think the cellar's right there.
I don't think I see the cellar.
I think it's this build. I think it's the.
Use your
giant
mouse pointer
one.
to point it out.
I think
This thing here?
That is
Yeah,
the cellar.
I was thinking either that or the room on the top. What do I see in that room? Can I see into that room from
Which
here?
room?
That room that you were circling.
cellar.
Yeah, let me. Well, the door's closed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is. It is closed.
I think I see another way in, but I'm not you, so
Yeah.
I didn't.
What did Shiv do?
What are you guys doing in the midst of this? Is the Mardukov family is just like standing there? Are you playing with kids?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm talking
Thomas
to the-
Thomas is playing music for him and like quietly and singing and.
cool. You can talk to them too. If you want to.
Duncan is telling the adults they need to probably, if a fight breaks out, get the kids out of here and just back away.
Well, Shiv's actually going to go back to the
Thomas is
loading bay.
not really talking because he's concentrating on a spell.
Is it concentration? Mm-hmm. Oh.
But he's
You can play music and concentrate.
yeah. But he's not like singing and talking and doing all of the necessary things at the same time.
He's just playing casually.
He's just playing
yeah.
and
Sure.
and hanging out while he.
Shiv's going to pick up one of the barrels in there. And as we have decided, it goes invisible.
Just invisible.
It's all right. Takes it back out.
Now go ahead and roll a stealth check. Straight roll.
24.
You guys hear first this like liquid, and then you just hear as you see this barrel exist.
And Shiv heads back.
I think I would know that he's there.
I mean, you
That's
kind of figured it
interesting.
out.
I don't know because I'm casting the spell.
How long is this? How long is the visibility? An hour.
10,
All right.
Was it an hour? That was like 10
All right. So now
minutes.
make a stealth check with advantage. This is beautiful.
better?
18.
Okay. You're good.
I was going to say.
You go back.
And grab another barrel from the loading bay.
Okay. Now
Head back.
make the roll. Straight roll.
Ooh, I'm going to need
Duncan's
that
been
D6.
loading the barrel
Yeah, he's D6.
into our cart.
Okay, makes sense.
13.
Yep, you're good. You basically like.
as he gets back.
Yep.
Do I know the bardic inspiration's gone?
Good question.
Oh wait, I would have to. I probably do, but I think I have to see him.
Oh, so you don't see him for the bardic inspiration to work?
He doesn't
Oh, that I
technically
can
see
that
me
I can
right now.
hear. Oh, as a bonus action, a creature that can hear me As I see the barrel appear, I say, "You got it, Shiv," and give him another bardic inspiration.
Oh no! All right, that's fine.
Head back.
He's going back.
Duncan
This one has
just
advantage.
shrugs his shoulders.
God, this is
Praise the
wild.
Oh, jeez.
D6.
10. This is on the way back.
You're like.
No, this
No,
is
this is
without.
Oh, this is just. This is
to
just.
walk in.
This is that was with advantage.
He rolled a
Stepped
1 and
on
a 3.
twig.
Oh yeah, you 100% step on on like one of their feet, and it just goes, and then he's like, looks down, and he sees the branch is broken, and then he like shoves it onto his foot, and then it goes, and it reattaches. It's like a vine twig thing.
Cool.
And then you're like, he didn't see me, he didn't see me, and then you keep going. Now you're back. You've gotten. This is your third barrel. There's no more barrels
Yes.
after
In
this.
this room.
Yes, in this room.
Taking the barrel.
And we need 6.
Let's see what time
You need
we're
Yeah,
at.
6.
straight roll.
Great.
10.
10. One of them like goes as it turns its head, and it like clearly is like it tilts its head even farther, like a dog would be curiously,
So he definitely hears me.
and then you just drop the barrel off.
I'm continuing that
Yeah,
way.
you're good.
Shit,
You drop the
gotta
barrel
go.
off,
What
and there's okay. You go back.
And
I
I
did
go
go.
back.
You have to keep rolling this
As
stealth
long-
because
as
this
long
could
as-
get bad.
Wait.
As
There's
long as
Well,
it doesn't come
and-
after me.
And Duncan's keeping an eye on the blights this whole
Yeah.
time.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
All right.
Shiv is there.
But you can go ahead and Shiv. You can make your stealth
Is there
check.
another room that you can go in to get another way into the cellar?
That's what I'm going to do. Oh, wait.
You have advantage on this one.
21 on
21.
perception.
21 on stealth.
Yep, you're invisible, literally.
Where are you
For
going?
real this
And
time.
I had a 21 on perception.
Okay, so yeah, you see that the vine blights are doing basically like very sporadic patrol. They're not really doing anything that's any like. They're just kind of there. They're just
aimlessly.
they're just to occupy the space. Everything that's going on is on the inside.
All right, and I'm kind of keeping out for Shiv to make sure they're not seeing him.
Makes sense.
Yeah. You're ready to go when go time happens.
Yeah.
But so far, go time hasn't happened.
So far, we're just getting some wine.
So, yeah, Shiv is now going to go, now he's taking all 3 barrels, go to that door right there.
Yes.
To the right.
Right.
Say,
I got what you
okay.
mean.
I didn't see anything that, or actually, those are stables over there?
This door right here. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I thought you were going to this one here.
No, no.
Is that what you want? You want to this one?
No.
Instead of, yeah, from the outside.
Okay.
Because there was a door there.
All right. Which room is that? You got it.
So he's already gotten all 3 barrels.
So yeah, basically this door is open.
Oh.
It's not unlocked. I mean, it's unlocked. It's just, and you see strips of iron and wood lying in neat piles on the floor of this workshop area, the walls of which are lined with tools. 2 work tables stand against the east wall. So obviously this is
Any
east.
blights?
That's all backwards for you. No, it seems like this is where the wine barrels are made.
Oh, well, head on to next door.
So you saw these, let's say the door was peeking open, and you saw this room, and you recognize that there are rows of new barrels filling this room. A narrow stone staircase spirals upward at the southwest corner. And this is a barrel storage room.
Number of blights?
0.
All right. Just going to check the barrels.
Yes, you can.
Are any of them full of wine?
No.
I see.
It is not the cellar. I has tricked you. Ha ha
I'm
ha.
heading upstairs.
Okay.
Around and up.
Yep.
That means I gotta get. Hold on. Wizards of Wine's first floor. Great.
How long has this been?
We'll say this has been 25 minutes.
Okay, great.
That feels very generous.
Yep, it does.
We'll take it.
I've got to make it big and zoom in and.
So it's top floor.
Uh-huh.
So is that the right spot still?
Oh, I've got it.
No,
I've got
he's
it.
going to be in the center.
Do I have it backwards? No.
Nope, that's
No,
perfect.
that's right.
That's right.
Yep. He's by the stairs, which are in the center.
Those stairs.
This thing, yeah.
Here. All right.
Number 1, number of blights.
Okay, so I gotta do some brain works here. So you see, you're just in a
those are
hallway.
stairs.
You're just in a hallway. You don't see any blights or anything.
All right. Continue to end the hallway.
all the way to the end of the hallway. Go and make a stealth check for me. You have advantage still.
You also have a D6.
Get this man a roll table. Or like a thing.
Ooh,
It's
19.
She's very loud.
a tray of rolling.
That's even more loud.
I hate this tray.
I hate this tray.
I do.
It's a bad tray.
It just makes it louder.
I know.
Also, the dice just roll it and just stop.
I know. So it's because it's sticky. I painted it. So what'd you get?
19.
Okay, great. Great.
I am
Shiv
still-
the rogue.
Should I roll some? Yes. Should I roll some perception to see if there's anything in those rooms I'm passing by?
If you'd like to.
Yes. 24.
That's it?
I think Shiv's the MVP of this episode.
Well, I'm gonna be really honest, Duncan. Why is he invisible?
okay. Duncan's useless this episode.
Who's better, the quarterback or the wide receiver? You tell me.
Okay.
Good question.
It's hard to say.
That's we can talk about that on our
And
podcast.
at some point, it will be go time.
And I will run.
So you look to the right. You look to the right on your first door. You saw obviously it was a kitchen and dining room. The next was some sleeping quarters. The next one was sleeping quarters, and then the one at the end clearly is open, and it is a some sort of printing press.
Okay, but I still don't see Mr. Slackjaw.
Inside the printing press room. Well, actually, you don't see inside the bedrooms. You just assume they're bedrooms. I'll just say because you're like, well, actually, you can peek in. You're like bedroom, and then this door is open. In this room, there is a desk, chair, a tall wooden cabinet, a strange contraption that takes up most of the northern end of the room, 2 vine blights, and 1 druid, a female druid, not the same druid that you had seen earlier.
Oh.
Another druid that is this time she has red hair, just for the description variant.
Got it. And on the other way down the hallway?
Down the hallway, you just see a stairwell that goes downward.
So I still don't see Slackjaw Duncan.
You do not see Slackjaw Duncan.
I've seen blonde Duncan, blonde female Duncan, and red hair female Duncan.
Yes.
Are these his relatives?
It's Shiv's mind, the mind of Shiv.
He assumes
I love it. I love it.
Fair enough.
you're all related somehow.
Yeah, Adam and Eve.
That's so funny. Oh man, you're all related somehow. That's a great line.
He already has advantage or inspiration.
Oh, you do have inspiration. Remember that.
I will go down that hallway and go down the stairs.
All right.
Yeah. Switch maps again.
Yeah, shut your face. Hold on. I'm going to do some description. Turret contains a stone spiral staircase. Windows in the outer wall allow light to enter. Your hormone. Sorry, that's a JoJo reference.
If I remember correctly, that
JoJo
story went down all the way.
Yeah, it goes
If
to
so,
the
I'd like to go down all
It
the way.
goes to the floor.
The floor or farther?
The first floor. Is this the first floor?
That's the basement.
That's the second floor. Is it hidden?
Yo, dog, that's the second floor.
That's the.
Goodness gracious, hold on.
What floor is that?
That's
That's the floor we were just on.
the floor we were.
Yeah, you're back
flooring in.
here.
And where's he go?
That looks like it goes down further.
There.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It does
It does visually. I'm not sure if it actually goes down further. Let me check. Oh, it does. It does go all the way to the bottom.
Shiv wants to go down to the bottom.
That's my fault. All right.
Your
Here
name
I go.
is almost a curse word, and it makes me laugh.
Shiv. Yeah, I know. I get really close.
What the shiv? That's not even.
Holy Shiv.
There you go.
That'll be my line
That's
from
better.
when Shiv says
There you
crazy
go.
Because he is a
stuff.
cleric.
Holy Shiv.
He is a holy Shiv.
That's so great.
All right. So now you are on this floor.
What do we got?
Give me 1 second, Holmes. You see, wooden pillars and beams support a 10-foot-high ceiling in this ice-cold cellar, which is split in 2 by a 5-foot-thick brick wall. A thin mist covers the floor. Each half of the cellar features an 8-foot-tall wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack. The western rack stands empty, but the eastern one, which you are in, filled half with wine bottles. You also see 5 needle blights and 1 barbarian.
Slackjaw Duncan.
You
Slackjaw.
hear it first.
Clickjaw Duncan.
Broke ass jaw. Duncan.
Where is he?
Where he is
No, I'm like
he is
Darth Vader.
Yeah, sure. Actually, he is behind the eastern wine rack. Actually, if you don't mind, I would like to use.
Oh,
You got a mini for him?
I just would like to use these because they glow green, and I have to, because in this light they glow green,
Oh.
and it's just a great representation.
So he's there.
Is there?
Are there any barrels that I can
Those
see?
are zombie minis, but you know it works great.
Yeah, it works for him.
Humble
Are
brag.
there any barrels that I can see?
Any barrels that you can see, you just see wine bottles.
All right. And how many death blights or whatever they are
Yep.
are in between me and the other side of this room, or the other stairway that I can see from here?
I mean, unless you like want to engage in combat, I see no reason to do that. You could wait and you could just be like, I gotta get in, I gotta move. You gotta like time it. You know
I
what
just
I mean?
want to
Like,
keep going.
right?
That way.
Yeah, you could get through there.
All right. Roll for stealth.
Yep.
With advantage.
Perfect timing on the music there.
I don't make the rolls.
22.
22. Nothing. No sound. And you move into the next room.
Shiv is the knight.
Shiv is the night. He is the twilight. Shiv, what's your passive perception?
15.
15.
No, it's. Oh, it is. Weird. I thought it was higher. That's my passive perception.
Wait, he's
too.
just in the next room, not the next staircase.
So he gets to the middle.
Yes.
To the middle. Exactly in the middle right here.
middle.
Okay.
To the left is a secret door. And you notice it.
Oh.
It's interesting. I'd like to open the secret door stealthily.
Make a strength check.
Roll in here. You have a d6 still, just so that you
You can
know.
do athletics if
used
you're
that.
proficient.
No, you didn't.
I did on the way in. It was bad.
He used it.
Yeah. Oh, you did. You're right. I forgot.
Bad
Oh wait,
It's a bad time.
on the to the door when
Yeah,
when
he
the
used
new
it.
door. Okay, I forgot.
Straight strength.
You do have your inspiration still if you'd like to.
Oh, you can roll that with advantage. Yeah.
11?
Did you do athletics? What did it still be an 11?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. DC 11. I don't make the rules. And you hear it takes some effort to push open the secret door, and you are greeted by a blast of cold air. A dark tunnel stretches for 15 feet, ending at an archway beyond which lies a shallow cave.
Shoot. Gotta go down it.
Oh, I hate this description in this book because it says characters who have a light source can see. But you do not have a light source.
But I do have dark vision.
I don't make the rules.
That's it.
So, you don't see, you feel. Growing throughout this area are bunch of brown mold. And if you know anything about brown mold, this is bad.
Yep.
I need you to make
survival on that.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'd like to use my inspiration on that.
Oh my lord.
That's much better.
Oh,
20.
my heart stopped.
So, you're going to take half.
Run.
You're going to take 11 cold damage.
Run.
As you just your arm brushes up against it, and then your arm locks up. If you've ever had like an arm lock, like in real life, like that's so painful, and you just like your inner bone, your muscles, everything gets tense in that arm, and then you just like crack it out of the way, and you only take 11 damage.
Shiv will remain calm and leave.
Okay, you leave. He's back in the middle.
I bet they were
back in
barrels
the
back
middle.
Back in the middle with you.
I'm not the bard.
And facing.
He's dead.
The end. Every mini that falls is just another hit point I add.
He was the big bad.
Can the audience see that? Because that is funny. Oh my gosh. Hey!
There we go.
Going back to the west? Yeah.
I think. It's,
Back the way you came, or
Nope. Other way.
other way? Other way.
Do I see any barrels as I go that direction?
You want to go up that staircase?
Not yet. First, I want to see if there's any barrels in this side.
Oh, this is the one with the wine. That's my bad. I misinterpreted that. This is the one with the wine. But there's just one. There's I'll tell you, there's 3 barrels back here.
Sweet.
Barrels?
Shiv will grab.
Yeah, they didn't put them on this map, but they are in the actual official map. There are 3 barrels right here.
Shiv will grab 1 barrel.
All right, go ahead and make that stealth, boy.
10.
So, I don't know if you guys notice, but this is a stairwell. This is a ramp. Okay, that's just FYI.
There's another stairwell right there.
There is.
That is a ramp. So the turret has a sloping wooden floor that spirals from cellar to the upper level. Scratch marks suggest that the barrels are rolled up and down the ramp on a routine basis to make it easier to carry up the stairs.
Yes.
Because your stealth check was not the greatest, but it is surpassing, you would assume, the Blights. But I need you to make an athletics check as the barrel goes, because you're carrying it instead of rolling it.
Gotcha.
And your footing's not the greatest on
15.
without it being stairs.
Did you go up
you're
the
good.
ramp or did you go up the...
Go up the ramp.
Oh,
He
okay.
he went up. That's why he's that's why you got to do that.
Yeah. I just didn't know how to...
Joe, an understanding of map that Shiv has. That gets you right to the loading bay.
I hate that you know that, but it's awesome.
Dude, he's an engineer.
I'm not actually angry.
Not Shiv.
None of
Andy.
me is angry.
Andy.
Andy's the
So there you go.
Shiv has a high enough wisdom
There you
score,
go.
I feel like he would
Yeah,
know
he's
that.
brilliant.
Oh, and
Well, he's not brilliant.
And he goes
but-
out here, and then he's over there.
And continue out.
So I'll tell you, you have 10 minutes left
Yeah.
of
That's
invisibility.
about
how
what Shiv
fast could he
figures.
do this?
He will have 1 barrel he'll have to do visibly.
I mean, maybe.
Well, this is only 4.
I got more spell slots.
What?
This is only the 4th barrel.
Right, but he has to go all the way in now this time. Like, he has to go back down, and then he has to grab a barrel, and then come back up. And so I would say that whole process, he has like 10 minutes left of invisibility, and it would take him all of 9 minutes to get 2 barrels.
Okay.
Oh no, Shiv's gonna come out. At this point, I have got 1 more straight roll for stealth, I think, to get past the Blights.
Yep.
At that point, Shiv's done.
Oh, wow.
Extremely stealthy. 23.
And then you're not going back for another barrel? You're staying?
Shiv will attack the ground.
No, you have time. You have time to go back and get 1 more.
You have time to get 1 more barrel.
Nah.
Why?
Shiv just doesn't want to go get one.
Shiv's
Shiv's
done.
I'll
done.
cast invisibility on you again.
Yeah, we could do that. Alright.
Okay, cool.
You're doing great, Shiv.
Yeah,
I mean-
thank you.
You convinced the character with 10 charisma.
I convinced him.
Do it. All right.
Go
So,
ahead
I
and
mean, can you
cast
get 1 more
invisibility.
before I
Alright.
cast it again?
Nope.
Okay, well, I'll cast it again regardless. We're good.
Okay, you go.
Shiv's not that kind of lizard.
You have advantage. I hate
Yep.
this. I don't hate this. This is very grindy. I like grinding, but this is wild.
18. Makes
Okay,
it.
you go.
Get down the stairs.
Oh, no, why don't you just slide down the ramp?
I'm not gonna slide down the ramp. Go down the ramp, not slide down the ramp.
He walks down the ramp. You're good.
Get another barrel.
Okay.
Roll, straight roll. This time.
Please be good.
Jeez, 10 again.
That's what you needed, though.
10 again.
Yeah.
Okay. You
To
good?
get back up the ramp. Head back out.
All right, Shiv, 1. You got this. 1 more.
10 again.
You have advantage on that one.
Oh no, I don't.
Hey, dude.
No,
I'm holding
not when he
barrel.
goes back.
I thought
This is the
you would
return.
already.
When he just dropped it off. He was rolling stealth to get through the. He has to roll in athletics when he's carrying the barrel
Oh,
up the stairs.
whoa.
And we've kind of established that 10 means they notice me, but not enough where they're gonna do something.
Cool.
Right.
Yep, we're good.
That's he barely
Makes
got
sense.
noticed.
We
That was
understand.
the idea.
I understand.
But they're not smart enough to know that means they should do something.
So where is he now?
I'm
in
now with
his-
you.
Now you're with me, and now I'll say you got it and give you 1 last Bardic.
Sure.
Just for...
20. Won't even pay attention. Grab another.
You're invisible.
Grab the last barrel.
I'm very excited for what's about to happen.
21
Okay.
to make it out, and then the last straight roll. Has anything happened at this point?
No.
And I've passed by there. What did I see when looking in here one final time?
They're just continuing to stir those vats.
So I still see blonde female Duncan
So you stir in the vats.
stirring the vats.
You can't take that as
No,
awesome
that's
as
Cox.
it is.
That's Cox.
It definitely wasn't, but it
But it's
was.
Cox.
It was on top of another dice.
Oh,
Nine.
You have a
wait.
D6. You have a D6.
I will use that D6. Why the heck not? 14.
Yeah. And you get out and you have 6 barrels.
Boom.
As you load them up,
As we load them up, Shiv will start describing what's
so
going on
you've been
inside
loading
here.
them up.
Right.
So we're gonna cut to Duncan now.
Okay.
During all of this, while you're focusing on your spell, like watching and just making sure he makes it safe, like being paying attention, Duncan's been loading these barrels up. So Duncan, you're talking to, we'll say you're not doing this alone. You know, you're being helped by someone. Even though
Right.
even though he can do it, he's like, oh my back. You know, like it's not fun for him. You're just like doing it with another person. It's
Yeah.
Adrian, the eldest son.
Okay.
And he's like, so what are you doing in Barovia?
We're delivering this fella here for his opera in exchange for some coin.
No, but like, I mean, what are you doing in Barovia?
Aye.
How did you get here? I don't know why I stepped into your accent. Russian. How did you get here?
We just rode here.
Okay, man, your accent's so contagious. Russian. I don't know how to tell you this, but you're stuck here.
What? What do you mean stuck?
I've said too much. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Why would you bring that up if you're not going to talk about it, lad?
No,
Spit it out.
I mean, you're not, man. You're not the first. Shit. You're not the first adventurers we've seen here.
Oh, aye. Adventurers, are we?
What, I mean, Russian. What else are we going to call you?
I don't know. Bodyguards?
Sure, bodyguards. You're just
Cell teeth.
whatever. You're stuck. They all get
Oh, what?
They all get invited to the castle, and they all never leave.
Oh, we're not going to the castle. Just this fella here. So
I'm not going to Castle
He
either. I'm going to the opera, okay? I'm playing his lute, focusing on his fiddle.
So you get like every barrel. You're having more of this conversation.
Yeah.
So basically, you learn in turn that
we're stuck here.
he's just kind of telling you like you're stuck.
Yeah.
Like, nobody leaves the mists is basically what he says.
No one
And
gets
I'm thinking about the thing that brought us here. I'm just not bringing it up because I don't trust this guy.
Sure. Yeah. But he's just kind of like giving you that little bit of information. He also says, so. I believe, man, your accent. You gotta stop doing that.
You go to speak Russian.
No, Russian is not hard to do. If you just think, not, yeah, whatever. So he's like,
like non-zane.
I'm just going to tell you now that you're, no, never mind.
All right, we're not
Hey,
playing
spit
this
it
game.
out. I can hear this conversation.
Make a persuasion check.
I rolled a
53.
20. A 21. That's funny.
He says, okay. I can't argue with it. I just can't. And he says, this is our livelihood. This is our livelihood. You're taking the wine that we use and that we've made. And we're going to let you take it. But you're going to do us a favor.
Why can't we just pay you?
What are you going to pay us with?
Gold?
You have gold?
Yeah, we have gold.
Let me see it.
Show me your gold, Thomas.
Another barrel. Full.
I'm playing. You have yours.
I hold up the bag, but I don't open it, and I jingle it.
No, I hear it, but let me see it. Just a coin. A singular coin.
I pull one.
Yeah, you pull one coin
I
out.
pull one coin out.
And he holds out his hand.
Well, I figure we've already got
Yeah.
6 barrels, so I put one in there.
So, well, you're on like barrel 5. We'll say.
Yeah.
And he like looks at it, and he looks at your coin, and your coin has like a crown on it,
Yeah.
and like a symbol on the back that's like a dagger, and like a basically it's its own carved piece.
Does it have a date?
Does it have a date?
Yes.
No, but it does say the Swords Coast on it, and like all those like fancy things.
Yeah.
And he looks at it and goes, "This is no good here," and hands it back.
Well, what will you take?
And he pulls out his own silver piece, and on it you see this like profile of a man with like a brow that's long. He almost looks like what's his name, Lord Elrond, the actor,
Yeah.
the guy who plays Mr. Smith in
Agent Smith.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Oh
and,
yeah. What's
and
his
like
name?
I know that actor's name. But his hair is long and black and goes to
It's
the,
Hugo Weaving.
There
that's
you
right.
go.
And
There
it goes
you
to
go.
like the back of his head, and you see
I
like
gotta
he's got
find
like a big pauldron, and then like it's just a carving, but you see that face at its profile, and then on the back you see like a castle that looks like this scary castle.
Oh, you see, it takes silver, but not gold.
It seems that the coinage is different.
I know.
Right.
I'm just being like, that's stupid. Like, metal is metal.
What can we help you with? Thomas will stop playing, and now we'll just kind of focus, but we'll focus on the conversation and the spell.
And he says,
Assuming Shiv's back now.
Listen, we didn't want trouble. We know you can kill all of us. We're not trying to pretend you couldn't.
We wouldn't do that.
Shiv will smile.
Unless you tried to kill us first. No, we
That's a
wouldn't
good
do
point.
that.
Right, but
Continue to
we
smile.
we're much more in need of your assistance handling this problem. And we know that if you take the wine, you may be more apt to bring reinforcements, or to go and venture to talk to my brother, who could bring reinforcements.
Where?
He lives in
Who's your
this.
brother?
He lives in the town of Lucky.
Lucky?
Valaki.
Valaki.
Valaki. I heard. Missed the first syllable.
Yes. It's my father is and him, my brother are not speaking. They are not friends any longer. But I would just appreciate if you could tell him he runs a winery, not a winery. He runs a tavern.
What's his name?
That's a great question.
Sorry.
No, I'm totally
That is
doing this to
great
myself.
question.
I'm doing this to myself. I get it. He says, yes, he says, Urwin.
Erwin.
Yeah,
Thank
Got it.
you.
Urwin. Urwin Martikov. He owns the Blue Water Inn. In
Is that
Valaki.
tavern too?
It is in tavern, same difference,
Blue
right?
water.
Blue Water Inn.
I think I can help with that.
What's this guy's name again?
Erwin.
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 No, the guy talking to us.
Adrian.
Adrian Martikov.
So they want us to
I have
bring
a Drago,
help.
but I think I know how to.
We
I
need
think
to
I
kill
know
all
how to-
these blights, and if you're not going to do it, then maybe you take the wine and bring reinforcements.
How are you? How long will you be safe here?
Oh, you've got children with you.
I believe we will be safe. And you like passive insight. He's very confident in their ability to be safe.
Okay, great.
All right.
Yes, I will ask your brother for reinforcements.
Thank you. Lizard man,
Hmm.
what did you see in there?
I saw 3 humans. One of them, the slack-jawed
Oh, great.
from earlier.
I remember him. He
There
tried
were
to
2
kill
others.
us.
Not very well.
That's a good point.
He chickened out, but he said he'd see us again.
Oh, and a bunch of the plants too. Well, some of the plants too.
Did you see that witch that was with him?
Yeah. And another one.
Oh, now there's 2 of them.
Yeah. One of them has red hair.
Well, it sounds like we need to get back to Kresk, turn in this wine, get a night's rest, or I guess a day's rest. I'm not used to staying up all night.
We'll see what happens.
Remember, I've got a place covered. I'm tired. Let's go back.
Yeah.
Alright, well, this seems like a fair trade. We'll be sure to deliver your message. Thank you for the wine, and
I will ensure.
we'll be off.
that your brother sends reinforcements,
I
as well
believe-
as himself.
I believe you.
Get yourselves to safety. We'll do a little bit more as well.
You never saw us.
No, we didn't.
Unless you're speaking specifically to Irwin with the doors closed. And then he 15
Mine
passive.
too. Mine
Yours
too.
is passive 15
Yeah.
as well. Duncan, what's your passive? 10 plus your perception bonus,
I think it's
basically.
14.
14.
I
Good
could
to
be
know.
Making that up. No, it's 12.
12.
You guys see him put a black feather on the back of Duncan's pocket, just like in his pocket, as he's walking away.
Can I make an insight check?
Insight?
Do
No,
I
you
don't
have no.
think it's
Just
insight.
there's just a feather.
Okay.
You saw it.
He meant to put a black feather.
It's black
Yeah.
feather. Black feather that like barely sticks out the back of his pocket.
And I noticed it or I didn't?
No,
you
you
didn't.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 15, so or 14, 15. I rolled a 15, so maybe you didn't see it.
I mean,
Stealth passive. No, I didn't beat your passive. So
Shiv's gonna be like, let's go.
yep. Thomas will hop on the front of the cart.
you sit on the cart.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, you feel a feather in your back pocket. The
Alright.
little like stick part.
I pull it out and look at it.
It's a black like raven feather.
Keep it.
Keep it.
Yeah, keep it.
I trust them.
Hey, they didn't give me the willies.
We've seen about.
Not like that stupid electric thing. Oh my god.
Shiv's gonna say we've seen about 23 ravens.
I'm sure they have eyes on us.
Alright. Just tuck it in my jacket.
I'll poke
Well, I thought you were gonna like put it in your hat or something. In his jacket, just in his
Leaning
pocket.
out of the carriage, as we get about 80 feet away, Shiv's gonna cast Moonbeam.
On what?
The Groots.
Oh,
It has a range of 120 feet.
okay.
And lasts for up to a minute.
Okay, so do it.
They don't know where I'm at.
Great. That's 100 plus twig blights. Let's just see how many you can hammer through before they get
Before
to
they
you.
get out of range.
Yeah. You guys are gonna need to like.
Yeah, Thomas is
We're
going.
already,
Yeah.
we're already going.
I mean, I get it, but 120 feet is.
How
yeah,
do they know it's coming
you're-
from
You're
me?
right.
It's just cone.
Just go for it. Tell me what I need to do.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh my
of
golly.
13.
Great. Okay. Well, I gotta
Just
roll.
Cheesing.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna average it because that's just dumb. If I sit here and roll 100, actually, you know what?
no, it's not.
I can.
hold on. It's only a 5-foot radius.
I know. Okay.
So
I'm
that's
gonna.
only a couple.
All right. Here's what's gonna happen.
Put
I'm just gonna tell you, you kill 30 of them.
That's fair.
Just
Yeah. Because it's not
Like-
actually the first time that matters. It's because I can move it 60 feet, and the first time it enters, it has to make this saving throw. So, whoosh.
like a.
I just cut
annihilate
maybe
30.
2 swathes across these guys before they get out of range.
I mean, he just straight up just is just
Murks
like.
'em.
I told them to go get themselves to safety because we'll give them a little extra.
Well, that's mighty kind of you, but
Moonbeam.
That is moving.
That wasn't for them. That was for me.
aye.
And Thomas will.
All right, I'm gonna. You guys need to make another perception check. Whoever that wants to be.
You have a +5. What do you?
Yeah.
You have a +5. I have +5 too.
Sure.
Um,
You're on the front of the cart.
Do you want to give me advantage?
He can. Duncan can.
Do you want to give me advantage?
Sure.
It just means you just say you help me.
Aye.
Just declare, I'm helping.
I'll help you.
I rolled 2. Oh no, better than a 16. 23. Perception.
That is better than 16. 1 better. No, 2 better.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
That looks reasonable. That's the road.
Sure. It's dirt.
Where are we at?
Dirt road.
You can get rid of.
No, I just am letting you see this. You're gonna do what I think you're gonna do. You're gonna be fine.
Okay.
But if you don't, then we'll do some stuff. You hear very obviously. Actually, you know what? I'll just play it. I'll just play it for you, because that's exactly what you need to hear here.
Is it a howl?
That's how.
Yep. There it is.
you see 18. I did the math right. 18 wolves.
Oh, just wolves?
Did you
Just
say wolves?
Wolves.
Okay.
Wolves, yes.
Okay.
You
I
see
feel slightly
18
better.
wolves that are like, just like looking at you from the trees.
Which direction?
Both sides.
I see.
I will.
They have made no attempt to engage.
Pick up the pace.
Yeah.
Right. This is why the encounter is null, because you can outpace them.
Yeah,
we
run.
just we don't bother
Yep.
with them.
I was gonna do
Basically,
something else,
it's like you go and then it's just and you just take off and you're like booking it. I need you, whoever's driving the cart,
but me.
to roll,
Animal handling?
to steer the cart. Why does it make a sword sound?
19.
Oh, that's nice.
I have a +4.
That's some good animal handling there.
Yeah. I realized after Duncan tried to drive that I probably have the best animal.
So you did it.
Yeah.
What was the total?
19.
19. All right. So yeah, you do not flip the cart with all of the wine in the back.
Yeah.
That's very important. Okay, now
All
cool.
the wine and Shiv.
You basically imagine this, guys. You guys are going down this road, and it's like you're like moving really fast, and then you hear like just wolves like coming over, like jumping over. I'm imagining Duncan with his halberd just like leading one of them all the way over, as it like you stab into this wolf, and it like flies over the side. And then you see Shiv like open the door, like arm out, and he just like grabs a wolf as it comes towards him and just rips a neck out. And you're just like riding on, and then you basically see this curve coming because you know you're gonna have to make the hard turn at the bridge, and I need that animal handling check again.
Again?
Right now, yes, I'm gonna make you make 3. There's 3 parts of this journey.
Man. don't
Can
lose on
anybody give me
small
the help
points.
action?
I'll give you help. Action.
Duncan now is no longer engaging with the wolves and helps you grab the reins.
We could use the halberd
20.
to like catch a branch
20?
or something.
Yeah.
All right, so which was it? The advantage that helped you there, or was it you?
Probably the advantage.
All right, so you see he like starts to go, and he like is pulling the horse, and the horse like gets basically, you see like a 90 degree, and so
Jackknife.
Duncan, you stick your foot out on the ground, you jam your heel into the ground, and the whole wagon goes and like rotates the rest of the way, and Duncan, your foot causes that drift, and then you take off straight on as the acceleration catches back up. Now, last one, as the wolves are losing interest.
Can you give it again?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
pace.
Yes.
Hello, I threw that off the table.
Oh no. I found it.
That's a pretty okay number on the first one. And the worst on the second. 18.
That's pretty good.
All right, 18. That's great. Yeah, 2:30 is when you guys get back to Kresk, as the wolves basically leave you alone. Let me get back to Kresk here.
Thanks, Duncan.
We got this.
You're stronger than me, but I know how to deal with horses.
I apparently don't.
If you had rolled below a 12 at any time during that thing, I was gonna knock it over.
But luckily I have +4 and had advantage.
Yeah.
And I have calves of steel.
Yeah, you do.
And I believe
That's
I
what
got a
you're
wolf.
hearing right now.
I believe I got a wolf in that exchange.
You had a wolf neck.
Oh.
I mean, do you want the wolf?
I do want the wolf.
Roll a d20. If it's above 15, it's yours.
It's in my iPad. Hold on. I'm gonna try to not touch it.
It's actually in the.
It's in the case.
The reveal.
That's the
That's a
greatest
one.
thing.
It's a 1.
It's a natural
It's in
one.
my
So
iPad.
not only do you not you're like yes, I
don't even have
got,
snacks.
and you just have like fur remains in your hand. All right,
So we're back at Kresk.
you're back at Kresk,
Beautiful.
We got your wine.
and then the guard is like, "What?
Where's your boss?
Oh, you were back. It's like 2:30 in the morning."
I mean, oh yeah. Yeah, we're back.
I'll get that for you. I'll get
Thank you.
And he like goes the same process, like along what you guys wait a half hour, continually monitoring anything. You do see like in the distance, like the wolves are like not engaging you, more so because you got to Kresk. than because you got
I will
got away.
cast. What's the range on this spell? How far away?
300 feet.
Okay, that's too far. Never mind.
They're keeping a very wide berth on the town.
Okay, cool.
All right,
That's
so
only
you
like a football field. That's not that far.
Yeah, but my spell is
Oh, yeah,
30
most
yards. It's 20
things are.
yards.
All right, so you have come to the outside. You see as let me go to Crest here. You see Dimitri show up on his horse, wearing his like robe, essentially his long like purplish robe with like the spotted white and black like kind of, you know, it's a kingly, and he's a bald man, white beard, and he says, "Hello, welcome back. I
We have
see.
your wine.
I've been told you have the wine. I suppose you're due entry, and maybe some answers as well. Yes, come in." And I will pull up the map of Kresk, as you can now see what this beautiful place actually looks like. You do have the map there as well, but I will pull it up for the people at home.
We're at S2.
And here is the Kresk map. I will rotate it. There it is. You guys are at the bottom portion of this. You wind it up the road and are now at the gate. Mind you, this is all snowy. They did a poor job of showing this map for the fact that it is literally snowy everywhere here. You guys basically like left the Slavic road. When you got to like the bridge, it stopped being snowy. And it's like a weird permanent snow over here. So, yeah.
And where point to where we're at?
You're at the gate. You're literally at the front gate, right here. At the gate here.
Okay.
And you see literally immediately you walk in on the right side is this huge burgomaster's cottage. It is the largest building in town, but it's still modest. It seems like...
Will you pan this way for me? Nope, other way. There we go.
It seems like... I mean, I'll just read the description because it's pretty. This mist-shrouded village is beyond the wall is nothing more than a scattering of humble wooden cottages along dirt roads that stretch between stands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many trees, in fact, as to constitute a forest. To the northeast, gray cliffs rise sharply, and the road winding up to the abbey is easy to see from this vantage. The abbey is 300 feet up. They don't do a great job of showing you that. It's very high up on a cliff face. It's like a series of like mesa like cliff faces.
It's up.
Can we pause? I'm on a place where we can just cut back to it. I have to pee so bad.
Yeah, go for it. You got 12 minutes left anyway, so we'll cut after. Makes sense. Oh, you did a transition. He's smart. You're so smart. He's going to the full screen. Oh, the map.
Yeah, the map is full screen, so we're not on camera.
He's a genius.
Yes, invisibility. We'll talk about it after we finish.
There's a ton of stuff. There's a ton of magic items there. There's a ton of things there. Like
there?
Yeah. This game is full of magic items.
That's a good point. Well, yeah.
No, I mean that was the cleanest way of doing it. Like the no one saw you way.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I were a different class, it might have been different.
Listen, you're playing the game you're playing.
I know.
I can't change it.
Same.
I was like, you're
Bumper
not
in
gonna
those
go
trees.
get the one. You're not gonna go get one more. Fine, I'll recast it. Go back.
I'm just being the DM that's like, get in trouble, get in trouble, get in trouble, get in trouble. You guys are being really clever. I'm also babying you into this. I'm gonna kill you eventually, but right now it's like
Typically pretty good at not getting in trouble though. They're like, go
I'm
back
pretty
for one
okay,
more,
too.
and I'm like, the person who
With
goes
the
back for one
charisma-
more is the person who dies.
you guys did not engage in 100+ combat.
No, I considered it, but
I don't have any spells that would have.
The original encounter is like, yeah, there's 30, and they're supposed to run inside, and I'm like, no, there's 100+. Period. I don't give a shit. Also, Andy, you've never experienced that place.
Nope.
At all. Yeah.
I don't know if that was this time or if that was there the whole time because we never went there.
No, you guys never
It
did.
was like, you can get the wine. We're like, no.
Yeah, I think it was Jared who was like, I need to get into the church, and they were like, all right. Because I was like kind of done at that point.
Oh shit.
We'll count it out once he's ready. And you'll pick up with the transition probably. Or we'll do 3, 2, 1. Who is that?
It's Andy and you and everybody.
Oh, it's you making the noise.
Yeah, we're
I was
here.
like,
It's
I
having
hear
fun.
it more than I normally do.
Alright. Ready?
All right, so you guys are in Kresk, and you see this beautiful outer wall village and all that stuff. Burgomaster's cottage is immediately to your right when you walk in the village, and he like leads you towards that direction and says to you, "This is where I stop. You are welcome to go to the abbey as you had
Where's the
previously
nearest
wanted
tavern?
to." We don't have
Inn.
we don't have a inn or tavern here. We are just a village of simple folk.
Is there a home for travelers?
You are welcome to go to the abbey,
Duncan.
but also we can, because you have brought us the wine. We will homestay you and put you into places that would be willing. Should you be interested in, I mean, I suppose you'll have to like cut some wood and maybe like tend a chicken or two. They're not going to just like let you stay.
Why?
You're welcome to stay with me as well. It will seem.
We got your wine.
You can sleep outside. Welcome to the walls.
That's a good point. I apologize.
I'm not. I
Duncan
understand
is,
you've done me a service, which is why you are allowed in my town.
Duncan is visibly disappointed that there are no taverns.
Visibly.
So
Okay.
is Thomas.
No, that makes sense. That's why I know this town is very interesting.
Tavern people.
Let's go to the abbey. How long have we been awake? How long have we been traveling so far?
It is 3:00 in the morning. You guys left. At 8:00.
Jaggerford at 8.
At 8.
Shiv's gonna say from the inside, we might as well just get some sleep in the carriage.
I'm only worried about it getting a little too cold
Yeah,
for
it's like winter right now.
us,
It gets very cold in the marshes.
I believe you. Let's go to the abbey.
Let's just
Okay,
go to
Duncan?
the abbey.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see this switchback road that hugs the cliff is 10 feet wide and covered with loose gravel and chunks of broken rock.
Before we go up,
Do you want to go up with the wagon?
is there a place to put the wagon?
Are you asking me or him?
I'm asking Dimitri.
Okay.
Dimitri is like, you can leave your wagon here if you want.
We will leave it at your house. If there's anything wrong with it when we get back, there will be trouble.
Well, we're going to take the
Besides
wine.
taking the wine. Besides taking the wine.
I take the wine. Sorry for my friend here.
No,
Just
I
take the wine.
understand,
We're
yes.
going to park. We're tired, as you can understand.
So
It's very late.
we're parking
Completely.
the
If you
carriage.
should need protection of some kind, or somebody does something unruly, just scream.
Don't worry. Thomas has got it covered.
Attaboy.
Yes.
Thomas will lead up the
So we're
walkway
going
to the
to
alley.
park the carriage at the burgomaster's house.
Yes, which
And
is
for
like
the first time in this campaign, the Kreskins are going to see me exit.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, how-
Wait.
How's he gonna
Well,
react to
he
that?
really it's just the guards. Nobody's like out. It's the middle of the night.
It's 3 a.m.
What about the
So it's just the burgomaster.
It's just the burgomaster and guards
Burgomaster.
who are aware of you anyway.
Are they?
I mean, some of them are like, ooh, but the burgomaster is like, oh.
You can understand why we didn't tell you.
No,
Don't
thank
worry.
you for the wine.
He's very particular in his tastes.
Oh, I see you brought the
He's scary.
champagne. Wow.
We got what we could.
That's very nice. In the cellar of champagne.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's true. Shiv just took barrels.
Yeah, he did not care.
He doesn't drink wine.
And
Just
Blood.
he basically says, as you guys are actually like leaving him, immediately following, I gotta do this thing. There is a moment here between somebody else if you want to catch a glimpse of it.
We'll
Yes,
do.
please.
Perception on that?
Perception?
Is that what you
Sure,
want?
you can do a perception check.
Can
I
I
will.
also?
Yeah.
24 with dark vision.
Lord. 17.
Yikes. Not even worth saying.
One of the guards walks up and says, it's excuse me, sir. And he's like, yes, what do you need? He's like, Dimitra is having baby. She's giving birth. And he's like, yes, is the midwife not present? And he's like, well, we don't have a priest. And he's like, oh, I suppose you're correct. I will send my wife to tend to this. Yes. And he like goes inside immediately. And out comes his wife, a lovely lady, white hair, black as well, and is there in a purplish outfit. It's kind of their thing. And
I think we were on the same page.
I know you guys were. I felt that.
Yep.
I was so excited.
And she says to you, are any of you trained in medicine?
Just Duncan
Shiv
awkwardly
raises
looks.
his
Shiv
hand.
raises his hand.
Hold on. I mean, Thomas would be like, I know some.
Sure. Oh man,
He's half proficient in them.
go ahead and give. No, not you, Thomas. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check, Shiv. you monstrosity.
10.
10. That's baseline. Oh,
I can vouch
great.
for him.
It says DC 10. I hate this.
Barely.
And he says, "But go with my wife. Go. I need to tend to the wine." And he says, "Men." And so now you're following this woman.
I am.
I will follow Shiv.
So you follow this woman into a random house in the middle of town, just one of the random houses in the middle of town. And you see this woman, Dimitra, a human woman, and she is like leaned back, and you guys get an eyeful as
She's having birth.
she's giving birth.
Having.
She's having a
She's
child.
having birth.
That was two thoughts in one.
And it is very like violent. It is very scary. It is very dangerous.
Would it count as an ability check?
I would say the point is that
Her giving birth is an
yeah,
ability
she's
check.
making an
Just giving
athletics check to push.
I'd like to give her
anything that you
guidance.
push or pull as a
I would like to give her guidance.
you give her guidance. Okay, her birthing is easier for some strange
1d4?
reason. But I will say like, do you choose to heal her at all physically with your hands, or would you like to use any cure wound spells or anything like that?
Cure wounds.
Okay, you give her cure wounds, which
And
is
the guidance.
which is enough to not kill her during childbirth.
Oh, cool.
She lives through her childbirth because of that. And you see
gained 5 hit
immediately Anna was holding this healthy baby. This
Cow.
cows don't care. Oh
It's a
man,
cow. She birthed the cow.
She birthed
it's a
the cow.
minotaur.
Please tell
canon.
us
No,
she had
it's not.
She had a cow.
We were in a stable the whole time. We were just talking about an animal.
It's Jesus. No. Oh man.
That's amazing. That was the best
What you thought I was
timing.
talking about a woman? No, it's a cow.
So she gives birth to a healthy baby boy
Yay.
and holds it in her hand. Except for the fact you notice something. Make an insight check. All of you. You're welcome to.
God, Duncan is stupid.
14.
14.
He's just
15.
not paying attention right
He's
now.
not
Everything's a
15.
threat.
Not paying attention.
It's the
15?
miracle of life.
15. You. What'd you roll?
A 3.
Great. Duncan is like, I've killed monsters, but not this. This is gross. And Shiv, how do you feel? What's your insight? Baseline 10,
Level. Oh, he's 14.
14. That's plenty. And you see that the midwife, this woman, is very troubled. She's like,
What's wrong?
and she looks over at you and says, "The child has no soul. Very sad." As the baby is not crying.
Is it alive?
Mm-hmm.
And Duncan still has.
Duncan sees that now. You have to get it pointed out to you.
All right.
And she's going to say, when you say no soul,
I was raised to believe that newborns that do not cry are soulless.
Or it's just a quiet baby. Chill out, lady.
Is it breathing?
Thomas says that to her.
Yes.
Chill out, lady.
Yeah.
Definitely go with the chill out lady.
And she's like, "It is just way."
No, it's not way. It'll be a fine child.
Are you saying this like just like
Yes.
coping mentally?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also saying it to her. I'm like, this is wrong.
No.
Do not feel this way.
Get out.
This will be fine, child.
And she's like, "Yes, child will be fine.
What are you going to do with it?
Nothing. I'm going to let mother raise it.
Oh,
Good.
well,
It's not your kid.
all right.
Shut up.
Raise him.
It's not
Boy.
yours either. Calm down.
It was almost
I
mine.
gotta be mean to the kid. He was just born. Like, come on.
It'll toughen him up. Toughen me up.
Maybe he'll look less tasty.
You're
Aye, Shiv.
terrifying,
For
Shiv.
a second, I thought you'd gone soft
Immediately,
there.
she says, the mother's like, "I think you better leave."
Congratulations on your child.
Aye,
They're
And
all. You guys all
Thomas.
just witnessed this birth.
good luck.
And you step
To the
out.
Abbey.
You step out into the cold, and as you are stepping out into the cold, you guys are met with this breeze that is cold, like I said, and looking up at this 300 feet up, this huge building, this stonework building, with a cross on top of it and a sun behind the cross. And we are going to pick up there next time.
This transition.
Thank you for paying attention to us and staying this whole time for episode 2 of Crow's Curtain Call. We'll see you next time on the Roll to One Network.